I'm Amberly from Amberly Vibes, back with another video on daily energies from my High Vibes journal board. But first, I want to tell you the reason why I created this journal was to help me to live my life with intention by tuning into the energies around me, and also to become more aware of my thoughts and frequency that I'm sending out to the universe. I don't usually pay attention to the zodiac readings, but I do like to know briefly what the stronger planetary energies are emitting at that time. This has helped me to tune into and transmute energies around me instead of absorbing the energies that are not mine. I have noticed that I tap into how others are feeling out of compassion, but then I would take on the sadness, or if somebody was angry, I would just shut down. But now that I understand Nikola Tesla's famous quote, "If you want to know the secret of the universe, think in terms of frequency, energy, and vibration." I understand that a lot better, and I can see how I attract and send frequencies that I want to my own life and others. So I noticed one day I was wearing a Moldavite necklace, and if you've heard anything about Moldavite, it's a very strong crystal that comes from the cosmos, and you kind of have to be careful when you have it on you, because it really makes you tap in a lot deeper, and I just didn't even realize it, and I was going around town and I kept getting so sad every time I'd see a homeless person, or I would just get this intense sad feeling of grief. And I realized that every time I do that, and I always do this, but I'm sending those energies to that person instead of sending happy high vibration feelings. I was actually doing the opposite by absorbing their energy instead of trying to transmute it. So that is what Moldavite has taught me. So let's go into the Wednesday energies in my, let's see, we have them saved under the Ambi's High Vibe Journal in my Pinterest. All right, this is my Ambi's High Vibes Journal board. And so this is a Wednesday energy bracelet that I made for Mercury and air, and it's Amazonite, aquamarine, and sandalwood. And here is, let me rewind that. Go back. Why is that going too fast? Okay, so we have herbs and plants. We have sound frequencies, exercises, so yoga, qigong. And let me go back again. And oh, here's an area for you to do your own affirmations. 741 hertz and soul are good frequencies. And then we have crystals here, the air is our element. Scooch back again. And I don't know if these are going to be big enough for you to see, but you can always go to my Pinterest page in the Ambi's High Vibes journal. These are just some calendar pages that I made. They're blank. And then this is my scripting. So this one is a 369. I always put a symbol for the energies, and then This one's, I think, 55 times 5 method, and I'll go into that down here. But let me show you the exercise first. So I have all these exercises down at the bottom. So whatever energy you're working with for the day, you'll want to pull in. Since it's throat chakra, you probably want to be either Pilates, upper body, yoga, and I think my Qigong one, I think I put in my Pilates. But I also have some really good Qigong practices that are revolved around all of the elements in my YouTube, saved in my YouTube channel. And then I'll show you in my Law of Attraction board under LOA. Get out of there. LOA for Law of Attraction. It goes into more depth. If you want to go to my page and do a little more research, I have some good posts on different methods of scripting. So if you scroll down, you'll see the 55 times 5 technique, and it explains exactly how to do it. Also the 369 method that I love to do. That one's actually very easy and powerful. And then I have a lot of other good things like affirmations in here. And let's see. So I also follow the numbers of the Fibonacci spiral. Let's see, that one is right here. I put that pattern and the numbers, like I'll put the numbers of the Fibonacci sequence of crystals in my organite to draw in that energy. I also follow it with my exercises. I'll do like the 55 times 5 method in my exercises and any other energy work that I do, because numbers and shapes, colors, sounds, etc., it's all energy, frequency, and vibration. Next week I'm going to go over my crystal grids and some sacred geometry. So the last thing I wanted to talk about was about the white buffalo calf woman and what she has taught me, other than like placement of my grids. Her legend is told in a few different ways depending on the tribe, but her message is the same. If you would like to dive into her story a little more, I have a few posts saved in my Elements and Spirit Connection board. Let me show you where that is. Right here. And there's a painting of her. This is a Choctaw princess. Her name is Pale Moon. My great-great-grandmother, her name was Moon, and she was Choctaw. So that picture just kind of reminds me of her. Here's a few quotes of clippings of her story. And I'll read this one really fast. It says, "When the earth is ravaged and the animals are dying, a new tribe of people shall come onto the earth from many colors, classes, and creeds, and who by their actions and deeds shall make the earth green again. They will be known as the warriors of the rainbow." So that was one of the white buffalo prophecies. Okay, that talks about her sacred pipe. I'll show this picture. And I wrote some stuff down here. Let's see. So basically, the people of the land were struggling for resources, and two young men were sent to find some food when a majestic, beautiful woman appeared. And one of the men did not have pure thoughts of her, but the other young man had a pure heart and realized that the woman was to be honored and respected. So she chose him to send a message to the tribe to prepare for her return. He was given instructions of 7 sacred ceremonies the people must perform before her return. She brought them a sacred pipe and taught them to share the knowledge that was given by her to all of the tribes in the land to create the energy of peace, harmony, and gratitude. When she left, her body turned into a white buffalo after she told the people that she will return as a white buffalo calf during a time of great change. The land became balanced and abundant in resources. As the tribes honored her teachings, the white buffalo calf was born in 2015 to remind the rainbow tribes, that's all of us, to live with intention and gratitude. Ceremony is a great way to give honor and respect to the land and all living beings on it. This doesn't mean that we have to follow the specific ceremonies that were given, but to find your own way to bring this honor and gratitude for the universe, source, and all that has been created. So here is a picture of that calf. It was born February 7th, 2015, Rainbow Wind Spirit. I was shown in a dream and through downloads how I can personally hold this harmony in my life through ceremony and grids of my own. So I'll show you one of the grids that I put on. I live near a very beautiful mountain and I felt like it needed some healing energy, so I went and did a little ceremony, some healing and protection, and I think I saved it in my crystal grids. That would make sense. So I grabbed all of the quartz crystals that were around and took my bracelet off, and my water bottle actually has a crystal in it, so I put that in the middle and did a ceremony for the mountain. But later on I realized I was still holding sadness and fear in my heart of pain and suffering during a ceremony that I performed for the mountain that was struck by lightning, so a little while after that. It sparked a huge out-of-control fire. Right around the time the riots started in the United States, her spirit came to me as I got anxious and emotional for the animals, trees, and for all of the chaos happening in the world. I started to get angry at the fire. I get emotional just talking about. And have had fear of fire since I was badly burned as a toddler. My plastic diaper lit on fire, so my whole leg was burnt, and my mom had to throw me in the dishwater. But so now I have a huge scar on my leg, and I think I had some past trauma from it. And so I was feeling like I failed at the grid work that I performed on the mountain a little while before this happened. So, and this grid that I made was for healing and protection. So I was feeling very defeated and like my work wasn't good enough. And the white buffalo calf woman put a blanket over me of peace and calming energies. And then I was shown how the smoke was to balance the ions that were overly charged and chaotic. Then right after that, heavy winds started up and the smoke was sent west. This taught me that even if things seem to be getting worse, there is a reason for everything that takes place, and we may not understand the higher meaning of it at the time, and to not hold on to the sadness of the changes, but to look at the unknown positives as part of rebirth and expansion. So I found my peace and respect with the fire element that day, and 3 days later the rain that I called in came, and now the mountain is growing a new life, and it is beautiful. So I want to show you a picture, hopefully I don't lose this recording, of the mountain that was on fire, and I could see it right outside my window. I have it here on my Instagram. So this is the back side of the fire is on top. So I am facing, the 3 pictures in the middle is where I am facing. And I don't know if you can see it, but it was literally the whole mountain. It looked like a volcano, especially the pictures at night. You could see. Now there's a huge scar on the back, but regrowth is starting to happen. And I have a recent picture here. That's my daughter Dahlia, and that's the mountain behind her. So it's starting to look prettier and happier. And so, I might as well show you my new, let's see if I can show you my new orgonite. New water charger. And then the other 2 were custom orders. If you want, I could send, or you could send me a message on my Etsy, and I'll leave my link tree so you can find my Etsy, and you can post or just send me a message of what you would like in your orgonite, and I could do a custom one for you. And let's see. So next week, I'll post a video probably on Thursday. And yeah, well, that's Jupiter energy, so that's the perfect time. There's sirens going off, sorry. And so, go back to my Pinterest. Oh, I forgot to read my Wednesday affirmation. Let's do that real quick. Let's see. This is another grid I made, the one on the right. That's more of a fancy one, but most of mine are just from rocks that I have found that they speak to me and they say, take me home. So I have rocks and dirt and sand everywhere. So this is my Wednesday affirmation. I live in harmony. My affirmations are my reality. I am aligned with the universe and attract high frequency positive energies into my life. I am attuned and connected to the essence and frequencies of the elements. My chakras flow with high vibrational energies and function at optimal ability. I connect to the essence of the air to assist me in purifying and rejuvenating my body, mind, and soul. My thoughts and expressions are in harmony and flow like a gentle breeze. The air carries my wishes to the universe and plants beautiful seeds in the earth to grow into beautiful plants that improve my health and nourish my body. I visualize the wind blowing through the trees and hear gentle and soothing sounds to adjust my mood and frequencies. When I'm in need of cooling and calming energies, I connect with the positive frequencies of Mercury to help me to communicate and express myself from my true spirit, heart, and soul. And that's it. So I'll see you next week. Bye.
If we don't go outside, well, nothing's gonna happen. She'll never write her number on a crumpled up napkin. She'll never be your ego, she'll never be your bandit. She'll never get to eat you like your heart's a pomegranate. I'm throwing out the milk, the olives got old. I'm tired of not getting heavy with gold. I need to start a garden, I need to start a garden, I need to start a garden, I need to start a garden. Gonna start a garden in my backyard. Gonna start a garden in my backyard. 'Cause making this song up is just as hard. If we don't go outside, well, nothing's gonna happen. She'll never write her number on a crumpled up napkin. She'll never be your ego, she'll never be your bandit. She'll never get to eat you like your heart's a pomegranate. I'm throwing out the milk, the olives got old. I'm tired of not getting heavy with gold. I need to start a garden, I need to start a garden, I need to start a garden, I need to start a garden. Gonna start a garden in my backyard. Gonna start